Hi everyone, it's Shay from Grassroots Football Adventures. I'm just going to do a quick post-match reaction to the Linnets 2-1 win against MSB Woolton in the Liverpool Senior Cup second round. It's through to the next round. It was a nervy game towards the end, but the Linnets have just about done enough to get through to the next round in Michael Ellison's first game back at the APEC in 5.5 years. Not a lot to say on the game really. The first half was kind of like we had a sort of a 10-15 minute spell where their keeper made two really good saves, to be fair, really good ones. One a reflex save to tip it over, and the other one was a save, save from close range, like a point blank one. It pushed away. But yeah, it looked like we were gonna maybe get a goal for half time. But after that, kind of not much happened. It kind of went quiet. MSB Woolton did get a free kick near the end of the half, which I was a bit worried about because it was in a dangerous position. But thankfully for us, it didn't amount to anything. So yeah, half time 0-0. Second half, thankfully we did get an early goal through James Steele. It was a great header. He was quite brave because I think the keeper was coming out to get it as well, and it kind of it was one of them who gets to the ball first. He managed to get there first. I think he took a bit of a knock, but he got up and celebrated and high fived us, including me. So it was nice. But after taking the lead, we kind of, I don't want to say we took the foot off the gas or sat back a bit, but obviously you're gonna sometimes expect the reaction of the other team. MSB Woolton did actually start threatening, and they did. They almost scored a few times. Two or three occasions were quite fortunate. I think they got a free kick at similar position to the first half, maybe even closer. And thankfully Bailey went straight through to Bailey. But he did make two brilliant saves. I think one he pushed it away to his right, the other one it was a close range save. Very, very, very good saves. I think that's what's won it for us really, because if they did equalise, it would have been a different story. It could have ended up going to penalties, and then if it goes to penalties, anything can happen. It's 50-50 whether you go through or not. Kind of is anyways, obviously in a game one team wins, one team doesn't, so but penalties, wouldn't have liked that, but we thankfully we got given a penalty. Again, great work from James Steele, and looking at it, it looked like he was fouled, pushed, and Sean Miller scored from the spot. There was someone there who did. He said he was at the other end, and he said it looked like it shouldn't have been given. It was soft, but honestly, from my first time seeing it, it looked like a clear penalty. But again, we can watch the highlights, our highlights that we do, and see whether maybe it was a bit soft, maybe it was. Sean Miller scored from the spot to make it 2-0. And then I was thinking, that's a very good time to score. Hopefully we'll be obviously a lot more comfortable. But then MSB Woolton got a penalty about 5 minutes before the end. I think it was a handball by one of our players. I don't know who it was because it was at the other end. Apparently a handball, and they got a penalty, and I thought, oh God. And I was thinking, I'm glad we've got a 2-goal lead, and they scored. It was a good penalty. Bailey almost saved it, but it was right in the corner. But it was a good penalty, and then last 5 minutes plus the 4 minutes added time was quite nervy. They did have another very nervy moment right near the end of the game, deep into added time, where the ball went across the box, but thankfully one of our players got there first and cleared it. But yeah, so we just about saw it through 2-1. it might not have been the best game, but the main thing is we went through to the next round. That was really the aim, just getting through to the next round, and get to the game without any injuries, which I think we've managed. I think, oh, hang on, Barkel Folds did go off actually. We thought it might be his hamstring, but we're hoping it was just cramps, so hopefully he'll be okay. Yeah, but yeah, happy with that. Through to the next round. Happy for Elwo to get a win on his first home game. I know he won last week when he was obviously wasn't allowed on the touchline because of his touchline ban, but his first home game since he returned he won, so it was nice for him. And yeah, we've got excuse me, we've got Chasetown this Saturday back in the league action, so another very tough game. Chasetown at 8th, I think, in the division. I think they're only just outside the playoffs on I think it's about like a point or two. It's very, very tight, top 10 still, 12 in this division, so even though we won there last season and the season before, they were both very tough games, and we had to play really well to win. I think we won 3-2 last year. I think Lewis Crane scored right near the end, and the year before we won, I think we won, was it 1-0 or was that the year before that? I remember, oh no, the year before that I think Joe Lynch scored when it was 1-0, and that was when Billy Painter was in charge. That was 23-24 season. We won 1-0. Of course, yes, 24 last year. Then last year it was 3-2, and then this year, obviously, it's going to be this Saturday. Sorry, I get confused. So yeah, but we seem to have obviously struggled against them at home. So I think we lost again 2 years ago. I think the opening game we lost 2-1, and then last season I think we lost at home to them. Yeah, we did. Yeah. So, but again, that's good that we've got that record, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't turn up Saturday and we don't play well. That'll be them games have gone now, and it's nice to know we've been able to beat them, but we have to try and do it again on Saturday. Me and Candy will be on the coach. Thankfully, the coach is back in action, so looking forward to it. I think it's our joint longest away day we've had. I think Calza was pretty far. Obviously wasn't a very good away day. I know it was absolutely like Baltic outside. It was proper freezing. I was that cold that I had to have a cup of tea. So that was absolutely freezing. Oh god, and that was obviously not a good day, and but let's hope it's better than then. But yeah, I think Calza and Chasetown are the furthest grounds away from us. I think it's about an hour 45 minutes, I think, or at least an hour 30. Yeah, it's a good way. It's getting on for near Birmingham. I think Lichfield is the nearest main city to it, or Tamworth. It's a nice area. I mean, Candy went. When we first went 2 years ago, we stayed over somewhere. We drove down that day, but we stayed in I think it was just like a Premier Inn or Travelodge in Lichfield. Really, really nice area, and we went to Lichfield the next day to go around the cathedral and city. Yeah, really nice place. Nice part of Staffordshire, but yeah, looking forward to it. It's a good ground as well. I think it's one of my. I know I said I like Vauxhall's away day, but actual grounds, I think Chasetown's one of my favourite. It's a really, really proper nice ground. Really good. Facilities are great. A lot of space, and yeah, it's fingers crossed. We can get well. We always want to get a result, but let's say we'll have to play well. Hopefully, we'll have pretty much a fully fit squad. Hopefully, if Marco's okay. It'll be Elwo's. I know it won't be his first away day. It'll be his second away day, but his first away day where he's allowed on the on the touchline. So yeah, it's going to be tough. As you say, it's so many teams in the top half of the table that are all close to each other, so it only takes one loss of points to change your position very quickly. I think only Warwick Breck have got a bit of a gap now, about 7 points, and we've got to play them twice, so they'll be obviously crucial games as well. But we're in a good position. Fingers crossed we can get a result, but we'll have to do well. Chase Town are a very, very good team, and it always gives us a very hard game, so we'll have to be really on it if we want it to get a win. Yeah, looking forward to it. And then obviously the day before, I'm going to go to this meet the managers thing. If I finish, hopefully, if I finish work in time, hopefully I will have time to get something to eat and walk over. It's like in the clubhouse, meet the manager, obviously, because Ello was returned. So I'm going to nip along to that. I probably won't stay out too late or too long because I don't want to feel like my rough or anything for Chase Town. I don't want to probably just have a drink or two and then walk back or get a taxi. Yeah, I'm going to end this a bit early now because it's I've got to be up for work at 6 a.m. Taking my dad in tomorrow, so I'm not looking forward to the dark morning still, but they'll soon pass, hopefully. Right, I'll leave it there. So, yeah, when it's through to next round, the Liverpool Senior Cup, up through to third round, that's good news, and I'll keep an eye on who we're getting in the next round. Right, I'll wrap it up, everyone. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you on Saturday for Chase Down. Yellows.